Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Shri Banwarilalji Purohit, Vice Chancellor Dr. S.P. Kane, Senior Scientist Mr. Nagarajan Vedachalam, Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Pramod Yevle, Principal Mr. R.S. Pandey, all Chairmen of Board of Studies of various faculties present on dais, all office bearers of Ramdeobaba College of Engineering and Management, all the dignitaries present of the dais, all the parents who have specially come here to witness this ceremony, and of course all the graduates. I would like to congratulate you all for this achievement, and I would like you to clap for yourself. Let me be honest, I had two motives to make you clap. One, of course, was to cheer you up. But the second, all of or most of you are using your certificates or brochures to blow air. I want you to put that down so that maybe you can clap during my speech as well. Friends, it's a momentous occasion in your life. Today, you are entering entirely new phase of your life. You are entering real world. We have a ceremony after every convocation. The students or the graduates, they throw their hats. You know why? They throw their hats towards the challenges of life. They throw their hats and challenge the challenges of life. And they announce that, look, now we are ready to face the challenges of real life. And I'm sure from today, the life will be different. Till yesterday, as a student, life was more relaxed. It was all about pressures of examination, to graduate, to pass. But now it is different. From today, every day is a new exam. When you enter into new life, life teaches you and also conducts exam every day. And I'm sure it's not just the technical knowledge which you have acquired, but also the knowledge of real life, the ethos which you have learnt in this esteemed institution would help you to become a successful human being. It is not just about being successful in life, in your career, but it is also about being a very successful human being. And I think in 21st century, what is a mantra? The mantra of 21st century, Alvin Toffler, biofuturologist, used to say that they who can read or write may not be called as educated in 21st century, but those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn will only be called educated in 21st century. And look at the disruptions which we could see in the entire world. We are technocrats. We are into technologies. The amount of disruption that is being brought into the space of technology is so fast. There was a time when generations used to change in 20 years, then in 15 years, then in 10 years, and now is a time when generation changes in just 7 years. There was a time when technology used to take at least 5 years to change, but now is a time when overnight technology becomes obsolete. They say that we are in exciting time. Yes, we are in exciting time, but it is a time where you cannot sit idle. Every single day you have to learn new thing. You have to unlearn what you have learned in past, and you have to relearn what is required. And I think this journey has begun. We are in an era where artificial intelligence is fact of the life. Look how lives are changing. We were talking about second industrial revolution, third industrial revolution, and now we are in a phase where we are actually experiencing the fourth industrial revolution. And the great thing about fourth industrial revolution is, like the Indians have literally ruled the revolution into information technology, we have ability to rule and to lead the fourth industrial revolution if really we choose a proper path. And in this fourth industrial revolution, the things are going to change. The way jobs used to look like, they will change. I was looking at one study made by a very eminent institution, and that study says, it's a well-researched study that says in next 10 years, due to artificial intelligence, in India, we may lose 23 crore jobs. But at the same time, artificial intelligence will create 25 crore new jobs, and 70% jobs would be such which never existed. So look at the changing space. What is happening? We are now competing with machines. In 21st century, capital is not money. In 21st century, capital is data. All the big fights of tomorrow would be about data. All the big tasks tomorrow will be about securing the data. We are already debating about data localization, because artificial intelligence has ability to learn from this data and to create algorithms which will disrupt the entire space. I went to a startup and they have created a machine. This machine, within few seconds, takes 50,000 photographs of your retina, and it predicts every single thing about your retina. Now, I won't say that doctors won't be required, but look at the competition. Now this machine, with its precision, is ready to predict every single thing which is required for the retina or which has happened to the retina. Few days back, I went to Mussoorie to interact with our IS officers at Lal Bahadur Shastri Training Institute, and I told them that look at the challenges. Today the entire revenue machinery, mechanism is all about land records and keep putting different type of records, and all the cases before the bureaucracy or maybe the courts, most of the cases are disputes into land records. The biggest thing which all the collectors or all the staff beneath them have to do is about land records. But with blockchain, all this process will be redundant. See, there was a time when we connected places, then we connected people, then we connected things through Internet of Things. But now, it is no more Internet of Things, it is Internet of Trust. And through blockchain, what is going to happen is that the institutions will change. Many institutions will become redundant and new institutions will emerge where the human intervention will be much, much less. I think it is high time that we look at the future. It is high time that we prepare India for future. And what is our biggest advantage? Our biggest advantage is our demography. 50% of our population is below 25 years of age. And all of us know that when all the developed world would be aging, we would be the only country with human resource which is young, which is aspiring, which is innovative. By 2020, when average age of Japan will be 48 years, average age of Eastern Europe 44 years, average age of Western Europe 41 years, average age of America 39 years, average age of China 37 years, the average age of India will be 29 years. We will be the youngest nation in the globe. And with our ability to adapt technology, there is a generation now, and many of you belong to that generation, who have born with a mobile in hand. A 3-year-old even doesn't know how to type, but can use Siri. That is a difference. So we can lead this revolution, we can change this space. And it is not for handful few. If we leverage this capability, we can surely address all the problems before our country. Whether it is a problem of poverty, whether it is a problem with regards to healthcare, problem regards to education, every single problem can be addressed leveraging this technology. And I think with this challenge in your mind, if with open heart and open mind you go into the world, I am sure it is your generation which is going to capture the world. You have the ability, you have the capability, so do it. Go into the world with open heart, open mind, and you will be able to change the entire world. Friends, it's all about credibility. In 21st century, credibility is most important. Credible institutions, credible people. And how credibility works? I'll tell you a very small story. There was one woman, she had no one, no relative, One fine morning, she was terminally ill. She went to a doctor, and a doctor told her that she has third stage cancer and she requires around 100,000 rupees for operation. She came home, she was crying, she had nobody, not a single penny. And then she thought, I'll write a letter to God, let God help me. So she wrote a letter, dear God, I require 100,000 rupees for my operation. I have nobody, I believe in you, please give me 100,000 rupees. Sealed it in an envelope and wrote on the envelope, Mr. God, Devlok, and posted it. It went to the postmaster, and with all curiosity they were discussing in the post office, who is this Mr. God? How do we send it to the Devlok? And the postmaster felt, come on, let's open this letter and let's look at it. What is written inside? And he opened it, and with all the content in the letter, he had tears in his eyes. And he said, this woman has nobody. So he called all his fellow men and he said, look, at least we should help her. So all of them collected 25,000 rupees and sent it to her. She was very happy. And she again wrote a letter to God and posted it. The letter came to the postmaster and he was very happy. He knew that the lady would be thanking him. And he opened the letter, and it was written in the letter, oh God, you are so merciful. You have helped me. But look at this corrupt post office. You sent me 100,000 rupees and they have sent me 25,000 only. This is about credibility. If you don't have credibility, all your good intentions would not matter. It is only your credible actions in your life that would matter. And I am sure that with knowledge and ethos, while we were coming here, Ved mantras were chanted. And what are they all about? They are all about knowledge. They are all about ethos. Knowledge without ethos is no knowledge. And I think with the knowledge and ethos which you have acquired from this esteemed institution, which I must say that this institution is one of the finest institutions in the country, and you are fortunate enough to have studied in this institution. Please go back remembering those ethos, and also please remember today you took oath. An oath is not for just a day, it's for your entire life. Whenever in your life you are on a crossroad, just remember what oath have you taken. And let me tell you at the end that in life you may pass many academic exams, but what is more important is about your examination of life. And when after traveling for a while you stop and you look back and you find that you were able to at least give smile to one person in the society, that day you really graduate in your life. And I would say that please do that, strive for that, and you will be one of the best human beings in the world. I once again congratulate you. I thank the Ramdeobaba Engineering Institute for Engineering and Management for giving me this opportunity to interact with you. All the best. Thank you. Jai Hind.